Tasha Cobbs Leonard's newest book and song is titled Do It Anyway. It stems from a life lesson she learned from her dad. And recently I sat down with Tasha to talk about her book, her father, and the inspiration behind her latest projects. Tasha, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I love your music. Your new song and new book, Do It Anyway?
Yes.
What's the motivation behind that?
When I was talking to the publishing company, we were talking about, hey, you know, what do you think your book is going to be about? I'm like, I thought that's what you guys were going to tell me, you know, and so they said, well, let's start from the beginning. And I started to talk about my parents and my upbringing. I love my parents, but everybody knows that I am an absolute daddy's girl, right? And so I just started to talk about my father and my mother and the lessons that they taught me. But then it came to 2013, we were at the Stellar Awards. I'm nominated for 7 Stellar Awards. My parents are supportive, and they decided that they would come to Nashville. To me, that was worth more than any award. I won 3 Stellar Awards that year. It was my first album. And we were up just celebrating in my pastor's hotel suite, him and his wife. And he said, call Bishop and see if he wants to come over. So I was like, my dad came to Nashville, don't push it, right? But I texted him and said, hey, Dad, we're up celebrating in William Murphy's room. Would love for you guys to come. And he immediately said, we're on the way. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So Daddy came down, and anybody who knows him knows that he was a man of very few words. But if he spoke, it was either going to be profound and have you on the floor crying, or you were going to be in stitches laughing,
wow.
Right? And so he had us up laughing all night. And he left that night, and I promised him that I would give him all of the awards that I won. And so that night, when they were getting on the elevator at about 4 a.m., they were driving back to Georgia the next morning. He had my awards in his hand, and I said, Daddy, you know, stop real quick, take one out and let me snap a picture with you and your Stellar. Right?
Your Stellar.
So he took it out, he's beaming with pride, and I snapped the photo, and he got on the elevator, and that was the last time I would see my father on the earth. And I realize now that my dad, leading up to it, I was also nominated for a Grammy. And he said, Daddy's not going to be with you in L.A., but I want you to go anyway. It was 7 days later. And he kept saying that to me. I was like, why does he keep saying Daddy's not going to be with you in L.A.? I realized now that he was leaving with me the last lesson that he would teach me on earth. That when it gets hard, when your heart is broken, when it's tough, I want you to dig deep and do it anyway. So I got up 7 days after that, and I went to the Grammys and won my first Grammy Award for Break Every Chain.
That is so powerful,
Yeah.
and I know that resonates with so many people.
Absolutely.
Who are going through hardships, especially in this season right now.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
Well, my husband and I, we pastor a church in Spartanburg, South Carolina, the Purpose Place. Those are my babies. I love my church. It's an amazing church. And, you know, our vision is simply to restore hope to the community by being the hands and feet of Jesus. So we make sure that we worship together, we learn and we grow together inside the 4 walls of the church. But we don't just keep it there.
Yeah.
You know, we go out into the community to be the hands and feet of Jesus. So I'm excited about fulfilling purpose with my Purpose Place family. We have a tour coming up with Maverick City. I'm super excited.
That is awesome.
You know, I'm like the auntie on the tour now. You know, I'm looking at all of them like, I got some babies. But I love it. I love to share those moments of worship with them. And in the moments, even off the stage, we build relationship. Naomi is one of my closest little sisters now. You know, so I'm super excited. It's called the Good News Tour. And we'll be going out in October.
Well, people need good news.
Yes.
Tasha Cobbs Leonard, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us. You're just so gracious. We love you. We love your ministry. We love your music. Keep doing it. God bless you.
Bless you.
Love her. And the book and her latest song is titled Do It Anyway, and it's available nationwide.